Hey everybody, it's Martha at Pause Yoga and Fitness, and today I want to take you through a balance workout where all of our moves are going to be balanced focused. We are going to incorporate a weight, moderately medium heavy, some challenge to it. It is optional. You can pass certainly another object. And, always having yoga blocks close by just in case. Besides that, take the modifications, come out of these poses, do what you can, hold them for, as long as you are able to. You don't have to take them as long as I take you through them. These are meant to challenge you. These are not going to be easy balance poses. So don't get upset with yourself and judge yourself, but just observe and see where you are in your balance. And know that if you spend time with it every day, working on it, it gets better. If you are not disciplined to work on it at home, this is why YouTube is such an amazing resource. Or join a local yoga class, Pilates class, at any of your local gyms in your area, and do what you need to do to work on it. Because again, the older we get, at age 30, in fact, we start losing muscle. It's incredible. And just the simple strength training is going to help. And as we get older, we're losing that muscle and we lose balance because we're not working on it. And our risk of falling is greater. And when we fall as we're older, sometimes that can be the end of it. You break a hip and you're done. So balance is crucial. It also works the little muscles in your feet and your ankles that normally get, pretty supported with shoes. So this is why we do balance work without shoes, ideally. So we're going to get started. With that said, in child's pose, just taking a few breaths. If you need to hit pause and take a little longer, then do that. But I want you to, and I just zoomed in, of course, to really make this an active child's pose, because we're not going to be in it very long. So sitting back into your heels, reaching your arms nice and long, forehead grounds. We'll take 5 full inhales and exhales. You're going to come on up to tabletop, all fours, 1 cat and cow. Neutral spine, bird dog, opposite arm and leg reach, and then ground down. Inhale, lengthen, and lower a few more. One more on each. We're going to cross our ankles. Now we're going to come into tabletop, but supine, so belly up and press up. And maybe if you're not used to doing this move, this is a lot of hard work, so stay here. Otherwise, if you can, you're going to take your right foot on your left thigh, stay here. So now we're balancing, or take that right leg slowly out to the right and bring it back and touch your knee. And one more time to the right and release. Slowly lower down. I'm just going to flip around so I have room. And while we do that, you can roll your wrist or roll your shoulders. Let's get right back to it. Planting your hands, press up. And left foot, if you can, is going to rest. Maybe you stay here or take that leg out and tap your knee again. And back out. Good. Lift up one last time. And slowly lower it down. We're going to come back to tabletop. Spread your fingers, plant your hands, tuck your toes, down dog. And paddle out as you walk your feet to your hands. And just let your upper body hang heavy and loose. Ragdoll if you like. And we're going to slowly roll up. Okay, we're going to start with a simple march. So hips stay leveled. You're going to take your knee up. Ideally, quad is parallel to the floor. But if you're here for right now, that also works. Try not to hold on. Maybe you stand by a piece of furniture or the wall, and just in case, set your gaze, draw your belly button in, and march. We'll go one more on each. Great job. I'm going to go grab my challenging weight. I've got a 10. We're going to take a knee up. And we're going to pass. Actually, that is too much. You should be able to comfortably reach your arm straight out with your knee lifted. All right. And then you're going to start to pass, but don't rush into the passing. Find your balance first. So exhale, open. When you open up, it's a lot of core stability is needed. Keep that in quad parallel. Ooh, right, more. And we'll release. All right, other side. So again, hips are leveled, abs pulled in, set your gaze, pass when you're ready. I've already done one round of these. I taught class today. That's my excuse. I'm tired. Good. One more. And relax. Great job. We're going to put that weight down, and you're going to grab your yoga block. All right, so we're going to come into figure 4. We're going to set up for figure 4. So that's where your ankle is resting on your thigh. But I want you to rotate so you can rest your yoga block on the inside of your foot. And then you're going to extend your leg a little further out from your body so it's not resting on it. And we're going to hold right here. Arms can come out for balance. Hold for 5. Good. 4. A lot of inner thigh strength. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. So again, hang in figure 4. This could be a lot of work for you. It is a lot of work, but this might be where you are. But if you can, you're going to go ahead and rest that yoga block. Maybe you crouch down into a little squat to make this work. And then if you can, you're going to take your leg off your other one, making that inner thigh have to really work. Hold. 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's let it go and put that down. All right. We're going to do a little bit of strength, but it's also going to be some balance. So this left leg, essentially, you're going to be in a one-legged squat. You're going to tap your right toes as far out in front of you as you can. Tap them as far to your side, and then back behind you. In front, out to your side, and back. Good. Let's go front, side, and back. Stay in little squat on this side. This leg does not move. Go one more. And release. Same on the other side now. This right leg is quiet. We're going to tap as far out front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. Front, side, back. 2 more. And last one. Good job. All right, we're going to grab that yoga block again. You're going to take it just right out in front of you. And then you're going to lift a leg up. So I'm going to go with my right leg first. And you're going to tap down and tap that block. And you could go both hands and tap. Now, if the block is high, and that's really easy for you, you can bring it down a notch or all the way down and tap and tap. Still too easy. You can push it a little further out in front. Tap and tap. We'll go one more. Okay, even too easy, you can push it off to your right or to your left. Tap and tap. And maybe push it over to the other side. Good, tap. And all right, we're going to do that same thing now. Bringing that block back. Other foot is lifted. Tap. Both hands. And tap. Again, you can push it farther out away. Tap. And tap. You can push it far out to the right. And tap. And tap. And then over to the left. Tap. Ooh, a little too far. And tap. Great job. Shake it out. We got one more balance move I'm going to test you with. And this is taking your feet onto a balance board, basically, or a tightrope. You want to take your right foot back behind your left directly. So your toes on that right foot are pressing into your left heel. We're going to hold here. Can you close your eyes? All right, getting a little wobbly with my eyes closed. And we're going to switch. Right foot now directly in front and hold. Great job. All right, let's actually end with a few little calf raises. Also balance and strength if you need to be close to something, but we're going to slowly lift our calves up and then bring them back down. And we'll just take 4 more. Lift 4. Good. 3, exhale. 2. And 1. Let's take a nice big inhale, reach up and come into prayer. If you would like to finish up in a final resting, you can hit pause. Otherwise, just close your eyes. Acknowledge yourself for coming to your mat to work on balance today, to better yourself, to strengthen, to show up in a healthier way for friends and neighbors, taking care of you so you can go off now and take care of others. Giving thanks for this incredible body that you've been gifted just as it is. And acknowledging yourself for making the modifications, taking tweaks, resting when you need, but listening to your body, giving it what it needs, and continuing to do that as you go about your day. Take one more full inhale. Exhale it out. Mirror to yours. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, come back for more. If you really liked this, I would love to hear from you. Share, like, subscribe to my page, and catch me live. We're working core, which is a lot of balance, right? Balance works the core. So if you need more core work, join me on Fridays, 9 to 10 live on Google Meetup for Yoga Lattes. I would love to have you. If you're interested, reach out. You can just email me, martha@pausewellnesscompany.com. It's free for your first visit, so you have nothing to lose. Just come and check it out and enjoy. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you back here soon. Bye.